When you look at a chart, especially if you're new to trading, do you see lots of confusion on a chart? And really it shouldn't be as confusing as that. When you're using so many different indicators on your chart, it can become analysis paralysis. It leads to lack of confidence. You lose confidence basically in your trading, where if you're using something like this, like the Pro Trading System, you can keep it really simple. And this has been absolutely fantastic, this trade in the NASDAQ. We've had a new situation setting up here, guys, where the target got hit on the NASDAQ. So we're talking about the tech stocks here. Entry was at 18,158. We've now hit 19,876. So it's a big profitable trade, over 1,000 spread betting points in there. Now, what we do see here on the weekly chart of the NASDAQ is this candlestick. This candlestick has closed with what we call a shooting star. Now, a shooting star is where the price goes up on the wick. So the line here is called the wick. This block here is called the body. And it's giving you the range. And what happens here is that the sellers took control last week in the NASDAQ. You can see that it pushed higher, and then the body is quite low. So it's a reversal candlestick. Now, this is it right here. It's called a shooting star. Now, our Pro Trading System's been green all the way up, and it's met this profit target. But now we're going to turn the trailing stop on, because this is a bearish signal on the NASDAQ. It's a shooting star. Price went up, the wick brought it down, and now we've got this body here, which is a reversal candlestick. Traditionalist was short below the low of that shooting star with the stop at the high. We're going to do something much more advanced than that, guys. We're going to be going down to our daily time frame like here, and we're going to be looking for a red Pro Trading System. Okay, so we're still green here. We're looking at the weekly, but now we're down to the daily for that trigger to get into the trade. And now the tracks are just starting to turn red. So let's think about this. We've got a weekly shooting star, reversal candlestick. Now we just need to wait for a red to get into the trade. Really simple indeed. Once we get that red, Pro Trading System will give us our targets, our entry, our stop placement, which is the most important thing. So imagine risk at all times. It'll also give us the percentage risk we should put on this particular trade as well. So the NASDAQ's in a very interesting place, whether it happens this Monday. And it's all about timing, isn't it? I'm sure you've had some trades where you got the direction right, but the timing wasn't quite right. And this is where our Pro Trading System comes in. Let's take a little look at some of the other tech stocks. We've had some huge moves. Here is our radar and our Pro Trading System results. You can see NASDAQ NDX up 1,539 points, a cracking move. A lot of greens here. If it's green, it made money on that trade. It's the amount of points. So if you're spread betting this market and you're looking at 800 points here on ASML, then you made 800 points. Multiply that by your position size, then you get your profit target, guys. All right, so lots of greens, but I'm going to come down. In fact, I'm going to go back up and find Apple, because Apple is up lovely 2,411 points, okay, in a spread betting account if you're spread betting. Lots of greens here. Let's go down to, let's have a little look at NVIDIA. Okay, 782 points here. What a cracking move. It's green on the PTS. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Lovely move to the upside on our Pro Trading System. So loads of greens here, guys. So let's dive into the chart of NVIDIA and Apple and see where we are now. Here's the daily of Apple to start with. We'll dive into NVIDIA next. We've got a buy signal down at 170. It's met target 178. And look, $214 was last week's profit target made, guys. Green all the way up here. No reds at all. We had a trend predictor short here, but it stayed green all the way up. And then we had this big reversal from $220 all the way down to 207. So, you know, it's still green, but there are warning signs coming that we may see a bit of a red on the cards here. So lovely blue whale, I call it, blue whale trade, monster trade to the upside. Let's have a little look at NVIDIA. Okay, some different developments in NVIDIA. Our last buy signal was down here. It stayed green all the way up. There was no reds. Now we're getting a red Pro Trading System short in NVIDIA. So with the shooting star we've got on the NASDAQ weekly chart, that is a bearish signal. Now, NVIDIA, which is AI, the stock that has driven the tech markets higher, and it's been driven by AI really, and that magnificent 7. So NVIDIA closing on Friday with a red PTS. That is a warning sign for the NASDAQ. I wouldn't want to be long the NASDAQ where we're sitting at the moment, guys. All right, so I think there's a big blue whale trade upcoming. I think there's a big monster trade coming in these markets. Everyone is long. Just you be careful if you are long stocks, because we're seeing some cracks forming here, and especially with the pro trend system, it is giving us a red NVIDIA signal. Hope it helps, guys, and I'll speak to you on the next updates. If you want to get a call back from our team, just fill that form out and we'll give you a call back and have a chat. Speak to you soon.